Hello there. Welcome to Chelsea's Crazy Craft. I am Chelsea. If you like junk journaling, making ephemera, doing other crazy crafts, or you think of yourself as a crazy crafter, please hit the subscribe button. You can also hit the notification bell next to the subscribe button to get notified when I make new content. And without much ado, we are going to get into a little bit of a crafting tutorial on how to make belly bands, both vertical and horizontal belly bands. Let me sit down and we'll get started. So these are my two examples. This would be the horizontal belly band. It goes across the page like this. And then the vertical, which will go up and down. As you can see, these two are finished, and we're going to make a few of both styles while we are crafting right now. Let me set these aside. I have all my stuff. I've got a big bucket of buttons, some little scraps, some stickers, and some pre-cut belly bands. These are about 6 inches across each because that's usually a page size for me. And these are anywhere between 8.5 and 9. So those are the verticals. Now let's get started. We'll make a horizontal one to start with. I love the little chair thing, and I want to add some different visual interest. So we're going to find a piece. And this one, I think we're just going to tear down the side here. We'll set that aside. We might want to use it. Trying to decide if I want it more over to one side. Kind of thinking right there. So we're going to grab this. We're going to use some glue. I'm just using clear tacky glue. I also have white tacky glue. I sometimes also use Fabri-Tac or Fabri-Fix, but I am just about out of that. So we're going to use my tacky glues. Place that right there. I love the way that looks. And then I do think I want something here, but I'm thinking I want something that might show through. So we're going to look through my washies right here. Got a few. Ticket might be neat. I'm not thinking I see anything that is just jumping out at me. Which can happen. Let's see. Well, if none of those are jumping out, let's see if we can make a little button cluster that might interest us. I've got so many buttons here. I've got these wooden ones that are pretty cool. Let's see. It can be tricky when you're trying to come up with something to just find the right mix. I kind of love that. But I feel like we still need another little piece of visual interest there that's a little bit different. I feel like maybe that's not it. I feel like if we're doing that one's not quite doing it. I think that's perfect. So we're going to take our glue, scoot our buttons, place down a generous amount. I always put the cap on and then put it in my little container. Actually, I kind of like it that way. There we go. And it doesn't always go down exactly how you placed it unless you want it to. I am not a stickler for that, but some people are. This one I do know I want. Right, like that. here and a little dot here for the 2 buttons. Put the pink one down at the bottom, and the blue one right here. And that one, to me, is finished. I love that. Simple, but cute. Next, we'll do a vertical. Let's do a wider one. And this is a very plain piece of paper. So this one we're going to have a little bit of fun with. Over here, I do have a bit of lace. And I think we are going to measure this down. Right there. Grab my scissors. And I always pin my lace back or else it just gets messy. And then with this, we're gonna run a line of the clear glue up the middle right here. And then up the side on each. Which can be a little bit of a pain when you're running out of glue. Because now my glue is not wanting to come out very good. There we go. Place this right up the middle. Maybe not perfectly in the middle, because I don't need to measure. I'm not, like I said, I'm not like OCD crazy, but you know, some people really like their things perfect, and I don't blame them. I can see the beauty in that. I just like mine a little more ramshackle. And then I think let's do this one. Maybe this one. Let's see. Ooh. I might do this one in the middle. Let's see what we've got here. Still like the little cherries. Aurora, calm down. My 3-year-old is in there being a little bit wild. She tends to do that. She gets excited. Maybe like that. Or is that too much? I think it's perfect. I love it. So first we'll glue down the black one. And then we'll glue down this one at the top. And then I'll glue down the edges in a moment. I'll glue down this one, and I think this one a bit more like this. And we'll just do a little bit of glue under these pieces, just so they don't peel up. Like that. Just a little smidge under the blue one. And now we're going to do some buttons on this one as well. And I have so many that it can truly be tricky to choose. And I think we're going to go maybe this bigger one up here. A smaller one. See, this is where it gets tricky. I want to show this pink flower on the black, which is what I'm trying to aim for. And I've got some very pretty buttons, so I'm gonna have to probably dig a minute. Maybe like that. I think I like that. So We're going to stick this down first. Here. I love that one. And then I might actually change this a bit. I don't know. I think I like it a little higher like that. And see, that's the good thing about crafting. You can always change it as you go. Oh dear. Now I've got to wipe that glue there. Scoot that baby back. And this nice super pale pink one that's a little bit pearlescent, which is super pretty. Right there. I don't know if you can see, but this one has a really cool little design on it, which I like. And this one I feel like needs a little something on the edge. So give me just a moment and I will pull out my Distress inks, which I have here. And I think we're going to go with a darker, the Pickled Raspberry. And I don't know if you guys have ever thought of this, but if you have the mini inks in the storage tins, you can put your blender underneath and it stores perfectly fine. And I just got my blenders recently, so some of these have not had a chance to be used, which is kind of exciting. Get that really on there. And then go around and ink the edges. I like to do the corners a little extra. And go around and ink the edges. And I like the way that one looks. Set that there. And another simple finished belly band. And I think we're going to do two more. One more long one. Maybe we'll use this one. Actually, I like this one. We're going to go with that. And then let's do another long one. But let's do another patterned paper. I have this beautiful one with script. So we'll do the short one first. And this one, I'm thinking I want to do something with this piece because I am making a sewing journal. Oh, put that back upside down. Let's see if we have a piece I really like for this. I don't know about that one. My sewing journal has a lot of blue in it. Maybe like this. And then we'll do some buttons lower down. Or should we do the buttons higher up? We may actually do the buttons higher up. So, get on there, little cap. This one here. Smooth that down nicely. Again, a little bit of glue here. Smooth that down. So this one I'm probably going to do buttons in pinks and blue. So I think I like this one right there. And I have some very gorgeous blue buttons if I can find one of them. Here's one of them. It's beautiful blue. Let's see what we can find small. Maybe we can find one. Maybe switch these. No, I think that matches too much. This is always the fun part because you have to discover what works and what doesn't for you. And I want to see if I can pull out maybe a bit of this purple actually. I think that is beautiful right there. So I'm going to do the purple one first. We'll do the blue one, which is a little bit raised up, so we're only going to put a little bit of glue where it's going to touch. And then this very pretty coral pink right there. This one I believe I'm also going to ink, so I will grab my other ink dauber here. And this one I think we're going to use a dark distress ink. I have the Aged Mahogany here, which I think will be beautiful. Pull out my little dauber. Kind of grind it in there to start with. That way I know I've got enough to begin with. Ooh, careful, because the buttons are still wet, so you got to be careful with them. Oh, inky fingers. Absolutely a hazard of crafting. Let me just ink those edges up a bit more. And I think that one is done. Put that up. I like the way that looks. Simple but pretty. And that one will go into our finish pile. And let's do another one here. Now I think this one I kind of want to be a lot of pinks here. Let me see in my scrap bucket if I have some green, because I am also making a forest journal and I think I might like something that would go with that. So we're going to pull out some of this green here. And I'm going to tear out this beautiful circle here the best I can. And then let's see what else I have. I've got some very unique papers. Let's see, I have a few chunks of craft paper here. So I think that matches too much. This is part of a coffee dyed doily. Maybe angle it. Ink. Maybe a piece of this lace. Yes, like that. Or maybe two. Maybe I'll cut two and angle them at different angles. This one, and then this one. Yes, definitely. I like that. And then, as usual, I will throw some buttons on here. So we will start at the base. With a good helping of glue. Make sure it sticks nice. Smoothing that down. And then these I will put the glue on themselves. Probably on this thicker part because if I do it on the thin part, I'm afraid it might come back up. That piece like that. And this other piece will go across. Stick into my fingers. Gluey fingers. Gluey fingers. A bit of placement there. I like that. Next, we're going to throw down the glue on our green piece here. I actually think I'm going to glue this a bit up high. And that way I can do the buttons a bit down low here. And I am going to do different shades of green for this one. So I know I have many shades of green. A bright one that very much matches this. Let's get a darker one. Oh my goodness. Sticky, sticky fingers. Let's see what else I can find. What is in the... Oh, here. A kind of army green. And I actually think maybe I like the larger one over here. Maybe pull it down a bit. Like that. And I think I love that. So, again with our tacky glue. Oop. That one right there. This beautiful army or sage green right here. And then this pearlescent pretty lighter green here. I do think I'm actually going to ink this one in a green. So let's take one of our daubers off, put it back inside, see how they fit so nicely, and then right back in here. And I think we're going to go with crushed olive, which I have not used yet, so we will see how this goes. And if not, I have other greens we can try. Get that rubbed in there real good. And I can't really see it up on these higher, or these spots that are darker. Ink that part. And we may add another green over this to give it some more depth, I think. Take our dauber off. And then let's try also some peeled paint. I kind of twisted in just to start with because these are brand new daubers and they don't have any excess ink or anything going on, so I want to get a good amount on. And let's just throw it on in a few places, not everywhere. And I think that is quite beautiful. So we'll throw this back in. And I'm thinking maybe she's not quite finished. With this being for a forest journal, I'm thinking I'm going to add this pretty washi sticker I have. And I really love that now. And there is another completed one. So everything we've completed today I'm going to show you. Here's this one. We've got this one. We've got this one. And we have this one, and the two I created before this one and my butterfly. I hope this gave you an idea on what to do. I hope you enjoyed yourself. If you did, please give this video a like. And I really hope to see you again next time here on Chelsea's Crazy Craft. Thank you.